Hey there, today we're down in our basement and we're getting ready to get our seeds ready for spring, and I thought I'd just come down and show you our grow station that me and my husband made today. I went yesterday to Lowe's and I got this 5-tier chrome shelf which was on sale. Good for me. It runs about a 5-tier chrome one. They're adjustable, and you can adjust these up and down to the height that you need, which is great because you will need to adjust those. I think I paid, they were regular $80. I got it for $69, so I got a little discount, so a little sale. But and I got these trays also. These are the watering trays. I paid $2.60 some for them because I know I didn't have any of those. I have some pots, so I wanted to get my stuff together to show you what we needed to start our seeds. We're going to start our herbs. It's almost the end of January, where I think it's like the 26th. You want to be at least 10 to 12 or so weeks before before you want to take them outside, which we're in the Northeast, so that is in May. So because herbs are very slow growing. So I needed a place. I have a porch, but it's just too cold out there. And they need daylight. So my husband had these two lights. These are T8s. They're 4 foot long. They're 5,000 luminous. So they're plenty bright enough. I got 2 of them. One to start my seeds 2 inches below the tray, above the tray. So we'll be putting the seed packets in there, the seed packs, and I also, in my basement, it's a little cold. Not bad for us for sleeping. It's like 68. So it should be around 70, 72, but it's not. So to help my plants when I start them, I went and I got these off of Amazon. They're made by VivoSun. They're just the right size. There's the matte size. You just plug these in, and this warms the tray, keeps the tray warm in case, it'll bring it up to the right temperature where I need to be as far as during the day. Now our lights, they'll be staying on for 16 hours and going off at, I think, in the evening while we're sleeping. And then they'll come on in the morning around 5 o'clock in the morning, and they'll stay on all day long. So 16 hours on and then 8 hours off. So, and I also bought, so the only extra thing I had to buy was, I bought the stand, a couple trays, the mats. I bought this digital timer, which has 2, 4, 6, has 8 plugs in it, and you can time each day of the week. It's a nice one. I got it off Amazon. I could leave a link down there to, I paid like $30, I think it was, for it. It's well worth it. So you don't have to worry about coming in here and flipping this on and off. You don't want to have to keep doing that. You just want to be able to set your timer, leave your plants alone, and let them go. The bottom is for my seed, my dirt bucket, my soil. I'm using Jiffy soil. It's upstairs on the porch. I just sanitized it. I ran it through some very hot water. So I have it on the porch sitting in the sun. to just air dry a little bit, so it can soak up that moisture, the excess moisture, before I start planting the pots. Up here, this will be the starting point, 2 inches above the tray. And then once they germinate, we'll be let them sit there for 14 days. And then when they start to get a little bit bushier, we'll move them up here, which is, you can tell the light is a lot higher. I can adjust this. I have it tied with a twisty tie. So, and it has a chain. So I can lower it if I need to, but will be a while before we get to that point. And then this shelf here will be for like my watering can and my tray, and I have some tags and my seeds. I have my seeds here. I got some in the refrigerator. I have my rosemary and I have other seeds in there, but I have my rosemary and my lavender in there to help boost that seed. They say it helps to trick it, thinking it can go through the winter, but it's the cold. And then when I take it out and actually plant it, it'll be warm and it'll help boost germination. So, and then this top shelf, I'm not sure if I'll use that at all, but it's there. I can lower it if I need to, but I don't think so because my pitcher, you know, to water. And then we're going to bottom water the plants. You never on top, because that will splat your seeds and, you know, could just mess up your plant. So always bottom water. So I just wanted to share my setup with you. We're going to get started with our herbs. We're going to have rosemary, lemon balm, chamomile. Well, no, I'm not going to do chamomile till later because that's got to be a little warmer. Lavender, peppermint, some chives. What else? Some basil. Some of them we'll be planting a little bit later, but these are oregano and sage, are just a few that we will be planting. Then I have this little side stand. This is my little box that has my popsicle sticks in there to stir, and my mat box, just an overall catch box if I need one. We like our setup. It will work, get our seeds started. So we hope that within 10 to 12 weeks we will have some beautiful herbs and that we can share and sell at the plant stand this spring. So stay tuned and I'll show you the setup as I try to go. And but this is your normal setup. I'd say within $100 you could get, you know, if you need mats, you may, you know, your house may be warmer than ours. Ours just happens to be in the basement. If you have space, you know, where it's not as cold, at least 70, 72, you wouldn't need the mats. But I got the mats because it's like 68, 65 down here. So, and I think they will, once they germinate, I can turn the mats off. And then we'll just let them go after that. But the mats are, the whole purpose of the mat is just to help them germinate. We won't leave them on constantly during the whole, you know, while they're growing. So that is just a short term. And then we will work into our cool crops next month. The end of February, we'll start our cool crops. So we got lots to do, and we're real excited. I'm real excited because now I finally got a station that I can just keep them in one place and work from. So stay tuned, and hopefully I can come back and do video of when we get the seeds in there and get them tagged and show you what that looks like. All right, hope to see you real soon, and God bless you. Okay, we're back down into the basement tonight. I've been waiting for my earthworm castings to come, and they finally arrived today. So tonight we won't be planting any seeds in the pots, but just wanted to go over what I'm going to do. This is the earthworm castings. I got a small bag and then I got a bigger bag, and it's made by Vermis Terra. Came from California, so it took a little while to get here, but I'm glad it's here. It's all organic soil amendment. It's earthworm castings. It has a 6, 7, and 2 nitrogen, phosphoric acid, and has some potash and nitrogen. It's a good thing that you can add, a good amendment that you can add to your soil, your seed starting mix to right off the get-go. And I also plan on using it for my vegetables, and also this is why I bought the bigger bag, so I can use them on my fruit trees later, because we're in January. So when the weather gets better, it's odor free, it's all natural, it balances the soil nutrients, says it improves and restores the soil, and it helps the plant tolerate stress. So it's really heavy. So we're going to use the little bag tonight, but yesterday I had to get my soil sterilized, and I've been letting it air out, but it's still a little moist. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some more organic. I get organic or natural. That's what you want to get. Brand wise, I guess it really doesn't matter as long as it's a really good soil. Jiffy. We use Whitney Farms too. I used them last year, and that's a pretty good mix. So what I need to do for tonight, I'm going to add a little bit of this mix in to my dirt bucket here, and then we need to add in the earthworm casings. So I won't be adding a whole lot of this. So we'll just go ahead and add that in and mix that in. You don't want it too dry. I bought 2 of these bags. They were like on sale, so got a pretty good deal. And then we're going to go ahead and open this little bag. I'm really excited to get my seeds started. I want to get them in before February gets here, because these are herbs. Well, All right, I'm just going to set this right here. Hope it doesn't spill while I stir this up. We want that all mixed in first. Yeah, when I sterilized it with the hot water, it was a little too moist. So I let it stay out all night down here. And hopefully it would, you know, suck up some of that excess moisture. It was a little too wet. So I thought, well, plus I needed more dirt anyway. So this is going to work out fine. See, this is that little bit. And this is what you want. You want to get you a tub that you can put your dirt in, your soil, because that way, you know, you'll have plenty of room to, you know, mix and fill your plant, your pots. That way, you know, you won't have it spilt all over. Now, see, that soaked that up very well. Now it's not kind of like drippy or nothing. So, there. Wonderful. Now we're going to add, this company sent me a nice paper, instructions, on how much to put in here. But this is well over a 10-pound bag. So, because I bought a really big bag of seed starter. So, wanted to make sure I had plenty of dirt. Believe me, I'll use it for something if I have any left over. We still got vegetables and, you know, maybe some flowering to do. So, we got plenty. And I got this bag plus another bag. So, you never can have enough seed starter. Now, look at that. That is... Now, let me just take my hand. And you just want to be able to... Yeah. See? You don't want to wring it wet. Very little moisture left in it now. Okay. Roll my sleeves up here. And so now what we want to do, I want to get this, the earthworm casings mixed in. And we're going to take, for all of this, dirt or soil. I call it dirt. This is probably, of the soil, this is probably like, well, I added that, so probably I added another 2 or 3 ounces. So, but you can see how much dirt we actually have right to there. That's quite a bit of dirt. And I'm going to add, let's see if you can see that. See how fine that is? Let me see. And there's no odor, no smell or anything. And we are going to mix this fine earthworm casings in this. I'm using 1 cup to all this dirt or soil. Sorry, seed starter. I keep calling it dirt. It is all dirt, but we'll try to do it the proper name. And then we can let this sit all night. And because I got another tray of 72 cell packs, 6 packs today while I was in there. And plus I need to check my timer because my timer did not go off last night. So I'm trying to get my timer situated. And want to make sure that once I get the plants in that it's going to come on and off like it's supposed to. Sometimes you just got to play with those timers. Especially when you don't know nothing about them. So you have to play with it until you can get it going. Okay, I'm just going to mix this in very good. And that way, when I'm ready to use it, hopefully tomorrow, or at least the next day, we'll have it all incorporated very well with the seed starter. And there, it is not wet now. It's very good now, I think. It's not drippy. It wasn't overly drippy. I just knew it was a little too, just a little too moist. So, okay. Dirt looks beautiful. Makes you want, spring is coming. Okay. Now that that is mixed in good, we got our earthworm casings in there to give it a little bit of boost, almost like a fertilizer. That should be plenty for them right off the start. They shouldn't really need a whole lot. And let's hope so. And hopefully we can get our pots in. Now I'll show you what I'm going to use. Well, I guess I better close this bag up. And this is a 2-pound bag if you want to get a small bag. It is kind of pricey, but I think this bigger bag here, that was like $30. And I think this was like 15 or 20. So, but I need a lot to do with, I've got a lot I got to do with it, so we'll use what we have and it'll last because you're not using a whole lot of it. All right, let me get up here and this is my 72 cell seed starter. 2, 4, 6 in each one. So you have 72. And you have your watering tray, and you have this little plastic cover, which I'm not going to use to put on top. Actually, I'll probably just use that cover for like a watering thing for later, to set pots in. And then, let's go over here. There's my timer. I got to pull that out and figure out what's going on. But up here, I have all my other pots. I sterilized them and in hot water. So I have all of these other ones that I saved from other plants. And then I have a couple of plug trays that when we buy our pole bean plants, that's how they come. They've come in there. So if I ever get any pole bean seeds, I'll try to do them myself. But look, this is the dirt, and look how pretty that dirt is. Look at that. Nice and moist, not overly. You don't want it to drip when you squeeze it with your hand. Okay, well, that's it for tonight. And like I said, I just wanted to get this dirt mixed in with the earthworm casings so it can set overnight. And then we'll work on the seeds. Getting the seeds ready tomorrow. And I got my stickers and my markers. So hopefully we'll get busy tomorrow and start growing some herbs. All right, we'll be back when we can make a little bit more progress. Okay, we finally got our seeds in our first tray and they're all herbs. So I'm going to go over what we did get planted. So over here we have, in this row, we have some thyme. We have 2 English lavenders. We have, this is yesterday. I put yesterday's date, and these are today. I did these tonight. We did 2 lemon balm, and we did a spearmint, and we have a chives and peppermint, and we have 2 oreganos and 2 rosemary. So that's what we have as far as herbs. Now, some of these we will be, if they all come up very good, we will be able to split them into bigger pots and then divide them again. Like the, let's see, like the oregano, the 2 oreganos, the peppermint, the chives, the spearmint, and possibly the lemon balm. Not so much the lavender, it takes so long for it to grow. We'll see how it does. And maybe the thyme. I did overseed all of them because I want to be able to divide them. So that's our setup. They're under the grow light. And this side over here is still empty, which I'm waiting. I'm going to wait because I still got about a month before I can start. We're at the end of January almost. We're at the 29th. So I can't start any broccoli or anything like that for at least another few weeks. So I'll feel better because we're in the Northeast. So I'm not sure how well our weather will be come March. So it's usually rainy. But we can get our herbs going. I'm excited for that. And as soon as I think I can start planting, I'll put my cold crops in those. Like the cabbage, if I decide to do cabbage. But I'm definitely doing broccoli and cauliflower. And I'll probably plant the basil, the cilantro, and start maybe some kale. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, we've got our herbs in, and I'm so excited that we finally got our first herb tray. 72 plants. So it's a 72 cell plant tray. So, all right. Well, the next 2 weeks will be interesting because we'll get to see germination and when they pop through. And I hope I'm here, and I'll try to video as they go along. Okay, we'll see you soon.